So for this last individual, I had to do some research on this clown. Apparently he has a book. Some sort of book involving how to be a player. These are the different things. The secret to relationship power. Don't need her. Wait, what? If she's the one, then yeah, you need her. Just don't be yourself, grow. Well, that's a given in any sort of environment. It doesn't matter what you try to tell me. Plate theory, date several women. Oh, hell no. I did that once with 7 people. And in future videos, I'm going to talk to you about how I had 7 women. Unplugging and taking the red pill. But is he really the red pill? Man's market value increases, woman decreases. How do you know hers will increase with yours? 9 times out of 10, a relationship grows together. See, this man has put out some stuff that is trying to force the man against the woman. This ain't right at all. We're going to get into him. We are looking into the final piece. I'm sure there are others that are part of this manosphere, but the most critical final piece in this so-called puzzle of videos that I have put out involving this entire manosphere, and that is Rollo Tomassi. According to things that I looked up, Rollo Tomassi has been around for several years, i.e. the Red Pill community. He nicknamed himself the Red Pill Godfather. You know, personally, I ain't heard of him until about 2-3 weeks ago. This man straight up thinks people need to adapt to an ideology that, in all honesty, they don't need to adapt to. They, honest to God, are adapting to things that may be bad for the man. Some of the ideas that he put out there, having a vasectomy done when in your 20s. I'm going to tell you something right now. Vasectomy in your 20s. There is a higher probability than what he is telling people that if you later down the road decide to have children and reattach those so you can, there's a very higher chance you may not be able to. So he is straight up putting out some misinformation there. One of the ideologies he has in mind is dating multiple women. I don't think so. The key to fidelity is one man, one woman, one mate only. I do not care who you are. So to say that you have multiple women, that's an infidelity issue. See, they're trying to tell women, oh, well, if you're with multiple men, you can't get a connection. The same applies to a man. That's not a liberal issue. That's not a conservative issue. That's a relationship issue. You have multiple relationships with women. That is very problematic. That's why I brought up some time back involving Tate. He's had so many. I'm almost certain he's had some sleepless nights. I don't have that issue. I have one woman. And as I have brought up with Peppermint Patty and Mr. Tate, are you sure these people are red pill authentic? I don't think they are. This ideology that Mr. Tomassi has come up with, it does not sound red pillish. Now, after this, I'm going to do an epilogue episode assessing everybody. And the biggest criticism is going to go towards Tate. Mr. Tomassi put this information out there as a MO for what men should do. This is not safe. This is not regulatory. And it's not healthy. It's just plain not healthy. Man knows his worth based on several things. Number 1, what he is capable of bringing home. Number 2, his sustainability of the household and how to establish a family. Now, lots of you will disagree with me, and I understand. It's about agreeing to disagree. But one thing we all can agree on. Mr. Tomassi, his talking points are talking through the others. This is bad. This is very disturbing behavior, to say the least. And when you're sitting there putting out information that you should cheat, the point I'm trying to make here is, for the men that see this, young men specifically, you need to seriously think about these choices before you jump into the pool of life. Now, the one piece of glue that was keeping this whole manosphere together is a man that's no longer with us, and that's Kevin Samuels. Now, out of all this manosphere people, if we include him into the argument, he made the most sense, believe it or not. He's the glue that held everything together. When he left, and rest in peace, Mr. Samuels, I think that's at the point things started to fall apart. Mr. Tomassi has his podcast or whatever. I haven't really looked into it. He backs up what he says. That's bad. That's dangerous behavior. So to the young men who see this, I just want you to know, think before you do the things you're going to do. You guys are quite capable of what's going to happen in the future. I, along with others, don't want you have you make the same mistake that others may have already made. And this is probably going to be the most serious video of the set, because some of the things Tomassi wants you to do, that raises some very suspicious red flags, to say the least. Rollo, Tomassi, there's a damn door. You shouldn't be influencing young men like this to get out here and do erratic things. The main objective of the man, he wants to be a provider, and he also wants to be a family man. And your nice little rules and objectives goes against that. But the more important thing, it also goes against the red pill. No, I'm not a red pill person, but it does go against the red pill. I don't think you're a red pill person. Guys, you need to sit there and think. And you women that are not too keen on him, I got your back on this, believe it or not, because I agree with you. Some of the things Mr. Tomassi is putting out, very disturbing to behavior, to say the least. Leave in the comment section what you think about this whole series. Like I said, I'm going to do an epilogue episode, and I'm going to get probably a little more aggressive starting tomorrow against Tate. And with that being said, those of you in the relationship field right now, you got common sense. You don't need a book telling you what you can, you do, and don't need to do. We'll see you next time, and Rollo, Tomassi, there's a damn door. You need to think before you act, sir.